I'm going to ask you to please check and make sure that your phone is on silent. Oh, Mrs. Timberlake says you need to turn on your mic. Yeah. This might be your biggest challenge of the day. There we go. Testing, testing. Testing, testing.
Everybody turn your mics on.
Just turn it on. Which book has a bug circus? That is correct. Suncoast. Which book has 3 helicopters fly over the main characters? That is incorrect. Spring Hill. That is correct. This is an author round, so remember you will be buzzing in. If your buzzer lights up, that means you're first, you need to hold it up, right? Which author had Charlie Suncoast? That is correct. Which author introduces us to a character that wants to become a junior A? Whose buzzer? J.D. Floyd. That is correct. What author's characters include Big Mike, Suncoast? That is correct. Which author had the main character feel grief? Buzzer? Suncoast? That is correct. Which author wrote about a character that hates her nickname? Spring Hill? That is incorrect. J.D. Floyd, which author wrote about a character that hates her nickname of Mouse? That is correct. Title questions. Challenger. Which book's main character had an older sister and younger brother? Time. J.D. Floyd. Correct. East Side. Which story had a grandfather named Ivan? That is correct. Please remember to use those big, loud outside voices. I can hear you, but your moms and dads can't. So try to make sure they can hear you. J.D. Floyd. Which book has a character that rubs a plaque on a tree for good luck? Correct. Spring Hill. In which book is there a green Jell-O dunk tank? Correct. Suncoast. In which book does a young man overcome his fear of heights? Correct. Challenger. Which book has a character explain that Bigfoot is singular, not plural? Correct. East Side. Which book's main character's parents left to pursue a singing career? I cannot hear you. That is correct. You have to be louder. J.D. Floyd. Which story's setting is the Blue Ridge Mountains? That is correct. Spring Hill. Which story had characters that were double agents? That is correct. Suncoast. Which author writes about a rodent that speaks 2 languages? Correct. Author questions. Which author had a character earn an over... Suncoast? Time. J.D. Floyd. Which author has a character earn an overnight stay by helping the maid clean up after a party? Correct. Which author wrote about Freddie the Frog? J.D. Floyd? Correct. This author has 2 characters named Nugget, Spring Hill. Correct. Which author wrote about a teacher that assigned... Suncoast? Incorrect. Floyd. Which author wrote about a teacher that assigned letter writing to one of 3 people? Correct. Which book's author main character uses thinking Spring Hill? Correct. Title questions. Challenger. Which book has a mouse and a dog that believe their friend has returned from the dead as a zombie? Correct. East Side. Which book has a father hiding in the woods? Time. Floyd. Correct. J.D. Floyd. Which book has a character nicknamed Gospel Girl? Correct. Spring Hill. In which book did Howard hope Charlie would be his father? Correct. Suncoast. Which book had a main character discover an organization that was kidnapping kids? Correct. Challenger. In this book, magical creatures ring the barn doorbell when they need help. Correct. East Side. In which book is the motto, "We live by protect and respect"? I keep... Incorrect. Spring Hill. Correct. Please let me remind you again that you need to use those big outside voices. J.D. Floyd. In this book, a treasure hunt is used to make money. Correct. Spring Hill. In which book is there a character known as the Wizard of Words, also called the Word Nerd? Correct. Suncoast. In which book does the main character write about watching TV shows in black and white and in color? Correct. Author questions. Which author writes about an eagle's nest? Floyd. Correct. Which author has a character named Bard? Buzzer. Hold it up. Floyd. Correct. Which author wrote about following a map to Spring Hill? Correct. Which author wrote 4 fun facts about Buzzer? Floyd? Correct. Which author had each character speak to the reader? Hold it up. Spring Hill? Incorrect. Suncoast. Which author had each character speak to the reader directly? Incorrect. That concludes all of the questions for round 1. Teams, if you will switch out one of your players. Of round 1, our score is Challenger with 4 points. East Side with 3. Floyd with 17.
saw it.
Keep going.
Spring Hill with 12.
You can do it, guys.
And Suncoast with 8. So I will ask you to introduce yourself, and we'll test the buzzers again and practice holding them up. Please let me also remind each team that only the captain is supposed to speak for your team. I know that gets a little confusing. But only one person, and you're going to talk and whisper to each other when you need to come up with the correct answer. Well, remember, when I call on your team, I should only be hearing from that same person each time on the team. J.D. Floyd, you have a question? Oh, absolutely. Anybody on your team can ring that buzzer. You can all ring the buzzer. Well, your fingers on top of each other. But only one person speaks for the team. Okay? Challenger, you have a new team member. Would you introduce yourself, please? Thank you. And ring your buzzer. Hold it up. Thank you. Eastside, your new team member. All right, and buzzer. Thank you, Eastside. Floyd. Thank you. Spring Hill. All right. What, you can ring your buzzer for me? Thank you, Spring Hill. Suncoast. And your buzzer. All right, thank you. Are we ready? Round 2. Title questions. Challenger. In which book are Johnny and Bob really Stanley and Sid? Correct. East Side. In what book does a father substitute words in a song? That is incorrect. Floyd. Correct. Floyd. In which book does the main character worry about a terrible accident that could happen to her pen pal too? Correct. Spring Hill. In which book is a father not able to see or hear the magical creatures? Correct. Suncoast. In which book is Mona cleaning a tub when skunks arrive? Correct. Challenger. In which book does someone yell, boom, lights, camera, rolling? Correct. Eastside. Which book's setting is Washington's Cape Flattery? Incorrect. Floyd. Correct. Floyd. Which book has many generations scared of the Gorm? Correct. Spring Hill. In which book is a character almost eaten by a giant crocodile? Correct. Suncoast. In which book is the main character's mother a mathematician and the father a biologist? Correct. Author questions. Harmony, Pennsylvania. Floyd. Correct. Which author has a character that thinks yellow rail... Spring Hill. Incorrect. Floyd. Which author has a character that thinks yellow railroad cars are special? Incorrect. The correct answer to that is Barbara O'Connor. Which author makes it hard to distinguish the good guys? Spring Hill. Correct. Which author includes Suncoast? Oh, take a guess. Incorrect. Floyd. Which author includes a Spanish glossary at the back of the book? Correct. Which author's main character moves from San Francisco, Spring Hill? Correct. Title questions. Challenger. In this book, a character is kidnapped to write computer code for a spy organization. Correct. East Side. In which book do characters think their friend was hit by a garbage truck? Correct. Floyd. Which book has two characters willing to adopt the main character? Incorrect. Spring Hill. Time. The correct answer is lemons. Spring Hill. In which book is Mariah Carey the main character's musical idol? All right, correct. My answer's wrong on here. Suncoast. Which book had a character that used the word pineapple to help control anger? Correct. Challenger. Which book has a best friend named Buster? Correct. East Side. In what book is a character's pet named Sassafras? That is correct. Floyd. In what book did a woodpecker's rat-a-tat-tat warn an intruder? Correct. Spring Hill. In what book does the main character attend Ponce de Leon Middle School? Correct. Suncoast. In which book did characters participate in Mother Goose on the Loose Day? Incorrect. Spring Hill. Correct. Author questions. Which author wrote about Pete? Challenger. Incorrect. Spring Hill. Which author wrote about people living underground in compounds? Correct. Which author wrote about a character using a zip line? Spring Hill.
Lisa Graff.
Correct. Which author had the characters visit a Suncoast? Incorrect. Floyd. Which author had the characters visit a county fair? Correct. Which author wrote about two 12-year Spring Hill? Incorrect. Floyd. Which author wrote about two 12-year-olds that were shipwrecked? Correct. Which author had the reader visit Razorback? Floyd, hold it up. Time. Suncoast. Which author had the reader visit Razorback Downs when it was covered with snow? Incorrect. The correct answer is Kiernan Larwood. Title questions. Challenger. Which book has scientists that bring dinosaurs back from extinction? Correct. East Side. In which book were the main characters Marina and Travis? Correct. Floyd. In what book was the hero the lazy son of a chieftain? Correct. Spring Hill. In which book did the reader learn to add a splash of water to make light and fluffy omelets? Correct. Suncoast. In which book did both the mother and father research unique and obscure holidays? Correct. Challenger. In which book does the main character play the piano? Correct. East Side. In which book do characters search for scat, footprints, and hair? Incorrect. Floyd. Correct. Floyd, which book has a character that invents something that turns people purple?
The double cross.
Correct. Spring Hill, in which book does a character trying to steal food get captured instead?
Ugly Cat Pablo.
Correct. Suncoast, which book had the Waffle House called the Awful House?
Wish.
Correct. Author questions. Which author made Freddy the Frog a Floyd?
Chris Robinstein.
Correct. Which author wrote Home is Where the Heart Floyd?
Callie George.
Correct. Which author writes about a character that the reader never hears? Spring Hill. Time. Floyd. Which author writes about a character that the reader never hears from until the end of the story? Incorrect. The correct answer is Lauren Baratz Lockstead. Which author wrote about a cold-blooded Spring Hill?
Asia Citro.
Correct. Which author writes about a cafeteria Floyd?
Chris Robinstein.
Incorrect. Suncoast. Which author writes about a cafeteria entertainment challenge? Correct. That completes round 2. If our teams will switch players, please. Challenger picked up 12 points. They have a total of 16. Eastside picked up 6 points. They have a total of 9. Lloyd picked up 28 points for a total of 45. Spring Hill added 24 points for a total of 36. Suncoast added 12 points for a total of 20. All right, we've added a new team member. Challenger, will you introduce your new team member, please? Thank you. And buzzer, please. Eastside. Thank you. Buzzer. All right, Floyd. And buzzer. Thank you. Spring Hill, let's do your buzzer. Thank you. Suncoast. Well, you're good. All right, please remember again, I know all year long you're supposed to be quiet, right? Today we want you to be loud. So team captain, this is your chance. Be loud. All right, round 3 title questions. Challenger. In which book did a mom teach a creature to fish? Correct. Eastside. Which book has a character who is afraid she may lose her home because of another character? Incorrect. Floyd. Correct. Floyd. In which book is bologna and celery? Floyd. In which book is bologna and celery juice used as bait for a big cat? Correct. Spring Hill. Which book has a Wall of Fame game that really isn't a game at all? Incorrect. Floyd. That is correct.
Let's go.
Suncoast. In which book do the parents argue about a 4th of July party?
I love Michael Cole.
Correct. Challenger. Which book has the characters Lady Russet, Lady Enna, Mish, and Mash? Incorrect. Floyd? Correct. East Side. In which book is Sky's best friend an orphan? Correct. Floyd. In what book is there a character that is told she has to get an A on a history report or she will fail 5th grade? Correct. Spring Hill. Which book has a character that doesn't like mushrooms?
Lights, camera, cut.
Correct. Suncoast. In which book do the characters have an encounter with a rogue wave?
Overboard.
Correct. Author questions. Which author has a character pulling items? Spring Hill. Spring Hill. Incorrect. Floyd. Which author has a character pulling items out of a trunk to help remember her mama? Correct. Which author describes a birthday party? Whose buzzer? Floyd? Correct. Which author's main character wished for a family? Spring Hill. Correct. Which author has many characters that were born in Challenger? Incorrect. Suncoast. Which author has many characters that were born into a secret organization?
The Double Cross.
Incorrect. The correct answer is the author's name, Jackson Pierce. Which author has her characters frequently speaking in Spanish? Floyd. Correct. Title questions, Challenger. In which book did Cousin Parker eat a tooth? Correct. East Side. In what book did a character nickname himself the King of Calm? East side. You guys hold your buzzers. East side. I can't hear you. That is incorrect. Suncoast. Correct. Floyd. Which book's main character kept an illegal journal? Correct. Spring Hill. Which book has characters who want to be marine biologists? Correct. Suncoast. Which book has a story within the story? Correct. Challenger. In which book did a character have the nickname Butterbean? Incorrect. Judges. We have a team that buzzed in before. It needs to be cleared. It needs to be cleared. And I am going to read another question. All right. 15. So, Challenger, you get another chance on this one. In which book are people's rooms often searched for contraband? That is correct. East Side. In which book was there an unexpected ending when the main characters were not reunited with their parents? Correct. Floyd. In which book is a character afraid that another character may eat him? Correct. Spring Hill. In which book does the reader learn about the job of a cryptozoologist? Correct. Suncoast. Which book has a dog named Lyra? Incorrect. Floyd. Correct. Author questions. Which author has a king and queen? Floyd. Correct. Which author's characters worried about? Whose buzzer? It was Challenger, wasn't it? Yeah. Incorrect. Floyd. Which author's character is worried about ships named the Columbia and the Eagle? Correct. Name the author that wrote about a glowing photograph. Floyd. Correct. Which author wrote about a snow festival? Floyd. Correct. Which author explains to the reader a balloon payment? Challenger. Correct. Title questions. Challenger. In which book is a stray dog named Wishbone? Correct. East Side. In what book did the main character hunt to find his parents? Incorrect. Floyd. Correct. Floyd, which book had a character that may have been food for a boa constrictor?
Ugly Cat and Dog.
Correct. Spring Hill. In what book does the main character teach her friend how to stand up for himself?
Lemon.
Correct. Suncoast. In what book does Junior want to go to the University of Michigan?
The Sweetest Sound.
Correct. Challenger. In what book does Sheila wear a red polka dot scarf? Time. Floyd?
Home Sweet Motel.
Correct. East Side. Which book has a character that has participated in beauty pageants since 2nd grade? Correct. Floyd. In which book does a character want to buy a 3-foot model rocket kit?
I Love You, Michael Collins.
Correct. Spring Hill. In which book do both the cat and the dragon like to eat fish?
Dragon from Mars.
Correct. Suncoast. In which book do we learn that fresh peppermint helps get rid of the smell from a skunk?
A True Home.
Correct. Author questions. Our last 5 questions. Which author wrote about spotlights? Challenger? Incorrect. Floyd?
Reese Miracle.
Incorrect. The question was which author wrote about spotlights and music keeping characters awake? The correct answer is Lisa Graff. What author has characters that are penalized for, whose buzzer? Floyd?
Jackson Pierce.
Incorrect. Spring Hill. What author has characters that are penalized for smiling?
Reese Miracle Harper.
Correct. Which author explained how to make fresh Spring Hill?
Isabel Kara.
Incorrect. Floyd. Which author explained how to make fresh water with a plastic bag and green leaves? Correct. What author wrote about a storyteller that may have... Suncoast. That is correct. And our last question. Take a breath. What author tells the reader that bows and arrows... Spring Hill. That is correct. All right, our scorekeepers. A couple of our school administrators here. I know we have the new principal for Spring Hill Elementary and the assistant principal for Suncoast. I don't know if I'm missing anybody else. If they would please go to the awards table. I don't know who else I might be missing. Floyd's, oh, wonderful.
You got it?
If you will please go to the awards table and help give our kids their awards. First, we'd like to thank Spring Hill Elementary for allowing us to visit their school on a Saturday morning. And of course, a big thank you to the media specialists, the team sponsors, because there's a lot of time put into this. And I will tell you from experience, on their own time. And the paras. And thank you to the volunteers. Wonderful volunteers. And even though they're not with us today, we always want to thank these authors that continue to write these great books for our kids. And every year we see some of the same authors because they do such a fabulous job for our kids. And I will tell you, if you haven't had a chance with your child to read one of the Sunshine State books, they're fun even when you're my age. All right.
Get that, when they get their award.
This is all.
Yeah,
All right, in 5th place, we have, with a total, they had 9 points in round 3, for a total of 18 points, Eastside Elementary. Now, Eastside, we don't want you to fall over anybody, but can you sneak around, Challenger off the stage, so that you can go over and visit with our wonderful administrators?
go for it. I know.
Thank you, Eastside. In 4th place, with 15 points in round 3, for a total of 31 points, we have Challenger. In 3rd place, with 21 points in round 3, for a total of 41 points, we have Suncoast. Second place, with a total with 24 points in round 3, for a total of 60 points, we have Spring Hill. Spring Hill, ladies.
Make sure you get that first.
Ready to cheer? Ready to laugh?
This one you're gonna read.
And the winner of the 2019 Battle of the Books with 60 points in the third round for a total of 105 points. Julie Ford. Thank you. Now, you have to go over and get your award. And let your moms and dads and grandmas, and I'll take a million pictures.
Oh, this is all. They run this. I just put it in that one.